Hi guys, my name is Nonima Tigela. Welcome to the Noni M podcast. Today I just want to do a video this morning so that we can have a recap of what happened last week. I'll go do a live also around 10 to 10. So I just want us to have a recap of what happened last week. I just put on a few notes so that we can remember where we come from and why we are here today. Let's do. I hope this, because I don't want this to be a long video. At least 8, 9, 10 minutes at least long. So I'm praying that we'll be able to make it 10 minutes. If it's gonna be big, I'm gonna cut it and do another one because I don't want it to be long. Okay. Anywho, so guys, you do know that we prefer, engagement on this channel. I want engagement to be one of the key things that happen. Engage, engage, engage. You do that by liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, please. When you are doing all of those things, you are helping the channel to grow financially and in numbers, and you are helping this channel to also become one of the top channels that talk about such issues, court cases, and all of that stuff. Okay. Now, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being part of the channel. Now, let's get into the entire video, what we want to talk about. You will remember last week, Monday. That other week on Wednesday, Nisi put in an email for on Thursday. Was it on Wednesday? I think it was on Wednesday. An email for Ujaj Rata on Wednesday, and then it was read on Thursday in court, requesting that he's gonna go he was just informing them that he is going for a Comrades Marathon. So can he please be excused for Monday, which is last week Monday? Okay. And there was a woo-ha who Judge Rata ended up being angry at Missy, saying a lot of things to Missy. He was saying a lot, guys. He said a mouthful that got some people very angry, even lawyers in South Africa angry, because he was just messy with his comments. They ended up to being racial comments that were not pleasing to anyone who was listening. And he even said, call me Uncle Tom if you must, I don't care. And people were not impressed with that. And we even went as far with Njabulo, getting him to make us understand what is Uncle Tom. Do you understand? We are still owing you that. We're going to do it in Klambe when it's recess. We're going to do the Uncle Tom series, please. And yes, that's what we did. And then it was Friday. He said nothing. And then the court adjourned. Monday came and he was trending for all the wrong reasons for Judge Rata. Monday came. Now Umnisi did not come, even though Judge Rata said that he is not going to allow, that he's not giving him time off on Monday. If he doesn't come, that's on him. Yeah, now he will be in court, which he was, Judge Rata. But when he came back on Monday, he was trending #1 everywhere, people angry, not impressed. Now he comes, he's like, let's address the elephant in the room. My wife told me to apologize. He apologized to the public for the things that he said. That apology, that was not accepted by me because there was no apology except for excuses. And then he went on and told us Mandela, blah, 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 all the politicians and all that. He was busy name dropping left, right, and center. I was like, nah, that's not an apology. When you are apologizing, you become sincere. You say what you want to say. You don't say if, because he kept saying if. That's when I was like, ooh. So that was not an apology. Well, Nisi was not there that Monday. And guess what happened that Monday? So the shock #1 was that his wife made him apologize. And the judge president also, the judge president, the deputy judge president also, and all other people were calling him and telling him, but one thing that happened last week, he was called Mampara of the Week because his wife forced him to apologize to the nation. His wife forced him to apologize for his colorful comments to the nation. That was shocking for us because he shocked us by saying, my wife, whom I thought was scared of me, told me to apologize to all South Africans, including the undocumented. That's what happened on Monday. And he ended up being called Mampara of the Week. And then he told us that he is a grandchild of a German person or woman, whatever. And then people were calling him the German Shepherd. That was last week, guys. It was. And then he was like, it will be shocking to his dad and to other people that knows him that he is a racist. Otherwise, he's not. And then Judge Rata, first day of court, which was that Monday, he lost control of his courtroom because bottom line is that Nisi was not there and he did the apology. And then Uramsipule was the one that was standing in for Nisi for I choose 1 and 3. And guess what they did? They were like, yeah, the only thing that you are going to do here, they were asking, oh, it was still about the pictures and stuff. They were like, they want their Missy. For 301, they were like, no, we're not going to be represented by Ramsipil. We want to give instructions to Missy. Those were instructions. And he had no choice. He had no choice but to actually adjourn and wait for Missy on Tuesday. Well, then on Tuesday, it was heads of arguments for the pictures. The man of the match was Oram Sipile. The others are great. I think the reason that we found Oram Sipile to be the man of the match, or for me, it's because, yes, I like Oram Sipile and I have so much respect for him because he respects people. It doesn't matter who you are. So what Oram Sipile did with those heads of arguments, I was like, he says that state wanted to do this, and it's not even. I'm gonna put it wrong. But if I remember, he spoke about, but it would be unfair to the accused for state to want to do this. It can't be a situation of a cherry on top. Hey, that guy said a mouthful, and he shocked a lot of us. He shocked a lot of us with his don't. And I thought that was that, and then forget Mnisi for a second. And then it was Mam Shololo. Mam Shololo was like, the state was reckless. The state was told they are reckless because they had all the pictures, don't. But it was one of the best things. So they went through to the pictures because they are trying to find loopholes. Otherwise, they always had the pictures and they were reckless in their choices. Don't. And that would be prejudice to the accused. Okay, fine. They were granted, the Rata granted the entire situation. They did it. And then then Usibanda started to do his lead evidence. He needed who's that guy? Ndlovu. Ubaba Ndlovu. And then it was about, in fact, the pictures were about to show us that Untanzi had an O-shaped beard. And then Untanzi was saying, I've never had an O-shaped beard. It was about that. And then Judge Rata was busy telling us why state must get these things. He was just shocking us with why he stands with the state. And then also, Usibanda, while he was doing this thing, so they spoke about photos of Ndanzi and that were coming from the Samsung J what. And then the memory card that was included there. And then that evidence included deleted photos from 2020. We were like, what? I remember Umshololo was like even trying to understand what are the pictures of 2020 before the arrest have anything to do with 2014. And then so there was a lot of things that were going on because we are hearing received and not, and we know the meanings of these things. So that exhibit of those photos was something else because it was talking about, it was striking us shame. And then, then we had Uram Sipile also talking about a chain of custody when it comes to how, I remember this is what Unjabulo was telling us in a video from yesterday. And then he also dealt, Uram Sipile shocked us, telling us these ones are in their books. Hey, Urasipile was something else last week. And then he even got Untanzi to stand up saying that Sibanda wanted to give court this narrative about this Houthi situation, of which that is not. He was planting a certain seed in the court's mind. And he embarrassed Sibanda Sada. And then Umnisi went to deal with the situation of the deleted photo and the photo that had no metadata. That's what else Umnisi exposed, proving that estate is not helping. This is useless, irrelevant. Don't. Hayi ke sathi sisabukele when they were talking about those pictures. Ramsipil, sorry, Judge Rata showed the nation, I don't know whether by mistake or by what, showed the nation a picture of someone, and people thought that it was Ntanzi because it was said it's an album with Ntanzi's pictures, and I choose number one. Hey, there was a hoo-ha, and then there was a guy that came out to Patricia to say that actually that's me. And that is still hanging because we don't know what is what when it comes to that picture, what the state was intending to do. But it was that, and we don't know what's going on there. And then we had cross-examination, Gamshololo, who actually got Undlovu to confirm that he does editing and the pictures were edited, which he did. Which he did. And then shockingly, the other thing that happened was Dr. Sibanda now coming in to do his what you call re-exam. And then in that re-exam, he took everything that Ramsipile was using and used it in the re-exam. And I was like, this man has no shame whatsoever. But okay. And that was that. This video is enough for now. I'm coming back with the second one because I want to talk about what I choose number 3 did, and then we're going to discuss that in the next video. Thank you so much. What are your memories of last week? What do you think about last week? We are still like shocked. I'll see you on our next video. Enjoy your day. Happy Tuesday, guys. Bye-bye.